Okay, this is Meyer doing a VOD review for Deno. Let's see what we have here. Playing 23, 24 pick range. Tracer on Gibraltar. One thing I will say is a lot of people, especially at lower ranks, think like they care a lot about comp, and they get tilted if the comp is like not meta or not standard. And honestly, at this level, the comp matters much less than people playing what they're comfortable on. It's like I think I read some like statistical analysis about the win rate. Basically, your win rate of the team increases proportionate to the win rates of the characters that each member of your team is playing on. So if everyone's just playing on their like highest win rate character, you have like a high chance to win, even if the comp is like terrible. Obviously, you kind of want to strike a balance between the two. You want people to play what they're good at, and also have some like a decent kind of comp that has synergy. But like people, when you watch like GM like pro reviews and stuff, like they'll talk about like the comp and the comp interactions and counters and stuff. But like at this level, like it really doesn't matter that much, because no one on your team and no one on their team has like the mental space or the experience where like they're actually like gonna counter your comp. Like very rarely does that actually happen to like a significant level. Like honestly, it's I mean this might not be like useful to you, but if you're not this kind of person, but just in case that you are, like don't be one of those people who like insist on getting a 2-2 comp or something every time, which it looks like you're not, so that's good. But yeah, 3 DPS definitely can work in lower ranks for sure. Like I mean, in all ranks, but I mean, this if like these are your highest win rate characters on all of these people's accounts, and like yeah, you're gonna win. It's not really.
I thought your mic was fucked up because I couldn't hear you.
Okay, this is good. I like this scouting. Tracer should be scouting, looking what they're running, so you know what you have to be careful for. This looks like a Smurf. Okay, alright, let's talk about this. So you want to plan out where you're gonna go. Tracer's not the best character for this portion of the map because she has low verticality. But you want to start off on high ground ideally, and where I would go is it depends on what they're running. If they're running like Junkrat or something, then you don't want to go to the hole on the right. But if they can't contest you and they can't like spam choke you, then you can like go into the hole on the right and then like blink behind them, or get on top of the thing and blink. It's like play behind them, or you could go in here, go around if you want to be safe. You could also just honestly blink around. They're not gonna hit you. Like you're not really in danger blinking past here at this rank, but you can get around and then harass them from behind. But generally the point is like look at the comp that you're running. You guys are running kind of like a half death ball dive, right? Which is my least favorite kind of death ball. Okay, yeah, so you're running like. You're running like a death ball with. Okay, whatever. The point with this. See, okay. First, let's slow down a little. You want to look at your comp. You want to look at your win condition, right? The win condition is derived from your comp and the enemy's comp. With your comp, you have a Zarya. You have a. This is why people want another tank, not because like it's gonna protect it, but because you'll have another ultimate to work off. You can combo 2 ults at a time and tie them together, per fight, but right now you have 1 Zarya and 3 things to combo with Zarya. So this, I mean, it's really not, combos aren't going to happen that much, but like that's why like people want 2-2s and stuff in higher ranks. But what's gonna happen here is you guys are just gonna try to kill people and get them to trickle. Like this kind of comp is completely dependent on killing them before they have a chance to like set up, or before they have a chance to like get a combo off or something. You just want to kill them. Like you want to force a trickle. That's like your win condition, really. But anyway, I mean there's not like too much I can help you with in that case, but. Anyway, let's go back here. Yeah. You want to see what their comp is. This is good. You want to go around. You want to go around to this side. This is good. It looks like you have a decent amount of control mechanically. Okay. Something you really should have done. I assume you might die here. Oh, you have recall up. You won't die. Is you could have dropped on the health pack. You could have saved your recall. That's a 12-second ability, and you recalled before the Tracer, which is always a lose in the duel. She forces you to recall. Here's something that she's doing well that you're not. Look, do you see that? She's blinking during your shot, right? So, excuse me. So whoever wins a duel in a 1v1 with the same character is whoever is more efficient, right? If she blinks every time you start shooting, then you have to reload, and while you're reloading, she can shoot you, right? She has a full clip on you. So whoever's like leading the initiation, like whoever's leading the rhythm has the advantage. All right. So you want to be reacting to her. Sorry. Whoever's leading, I guess in that case, has the disadvantage, but she's reacting. So she's waiting for you to turn and look at her, and then that's when she blinks past you, and she forces you to waste half your clip, and she forces you to turn around, and like that wastes a lot of your DPS. You shot a lot at nothing. I don't think she even took damage, and she gets a bunch of free damage on you while she can reload, and it's basically she's winning this duel. So if you want a 1v1 Tracer, I guess the point is always wait for her to lock onto you, then blink like through her, or like blink to distract her, and then start shooting her, and then you'll have forced her to waste some of her clip, and she's also gonna have to reload. That's free damage for you. End of story. Yeah, yeah, you had to wait. Like she was shooting you while you're reloading. That's all I'm saying. Okay, yeah, again, you didn't have to blink forward. You could have slid down on the rocks, hit the health pack, and you would have been fine. You would have been full. You would have been like 1 blink down from that Tracer, but you wouldn't have been at a disadvantage. She's gonna force you to recall. You're gonna lose the duel. Yeah, to 91. Because yeah, now you got the health back. Now you have Mercy on you, so she's backing off. That's good. Wow, she really wants you. Okay. One thing in general is you don't want to take these 1v1s. Like, this is not good for you. Both of you are just wasting your time. It's going to take forever to kill you. You're wasting your Mercy's time as well right now. You don't need it. You really don't need a Mercy. Like, if your Mercy's on you, I would just be super aggressive and kill this Tracer as soon as possible, because it's impossible for the Tracer to kill you with a Mercy on. This is a 1v2 situation. I would just push her super hard and kill her, or I would just like not engage her, because right now you're not doing your job, and this Tracer's not doing their job. The only way this Tracer would be doing their job is if you're like completely dominating and the Tracer's distracting you. Or you could be doing your job, I guess, if it was other way, if this Tracer's completely dominating and you're distracting her. But that's really not what's happening. The payload's right here. Nobody's contesting it. Like, there's people for you to kill that's not this Tracer that's more important. Like, they're Ana, which you're Farragot, which is good, but like, your Tracer doesn't even counter anyone in your team. Like, there's no reason for you to be on her right now. Sorry, okay, I realize that sounded rough right now, but it's you could definitely be on somebody else, and it's kind of alright. She has Discord up, but get pressure is fine. Yeah, there you go. 9 killed her. At least you got away with the kill. That's good. Yeah, oh, that's good. But see, you could have killed that. You could have like solo killed that right now, honestly, before he was alone. Like, if you had been on him instead of the Tracer. Alright, so here, general rule of tracers, you don't want to stand in choke points, especially in this meta, because it's Junkrat meta. Junkrat, like, the whole point of tracers is to be hard to hit, right? If you're in a choke point, like, you're like losing that entire advantage, because they don't actually have to hit you. They just have to aim in your general, aim at the choke point. They're not even aiming for you. They aim at the choke point anyway. So don't stand in choke points. I'm sorry. You haven't really been doing that, but this could be a choke point later. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you don't want to be here. So your team is about to cap the point. So what they're gonna do here is either they're going to contest or they're gonna fall back, like, because they don't want to get late spawns, and like lose a couple people and get staggered for the next push. So they're either gonna contest the point right now or they're gonna fall back. Whoever just respawned right behind the door, right? So you want to go over there and put pressure on them to prevent them from contesting here, because you don't want them to contest. They could win the contest, and that would be a lot. That would be a huge loss for you guys in terms of time. So you want to go out there and put pressure on them. You don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is good. Never mind. I saw you kind of stopping, so I assumed you were staying. But you actually have pretty good game sense. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Definitely just be careful with blinks like that. Like that wasn't too big of a deal, but messed up blinks in general, like over a long period of time, will lose you a decent number of games. Like if they happen at critical moments. Let's see. That's good. Okay, like, I'm gonna be honest right now, you're not really having that much impact. You've killed a tracer like once. You've like done some additional damage to other people who are going to die anyway. Right now you're kind of just like following up on kills. Like that's the bare minimum that you should be doing as tracer. I really want to see you being like super aggressive. Like a lot of people are like kind of used to playing like most of like non-flanker, like tracer is like the most flanker character in the game. Like even Genji plays with his team most of the time and then like goes out and in, and Sombra like goes out and in, right? But tracer like can play the entire game without like like being close to her teammates at all. Like she can subside completely in her health packs and just hold the enemy line and just be like completely spawn camping Mercy every time she respawns. Just like bothering them and like forcing them to send people to deal with you. That's kind of the point of Tracer, is that she's like the best 1v1 character in the game. Not because she's like the strongest, but I mean she can like 1v1 anybody, but because she has the most mobility in the game, and therefore she has the ability to engage and disengage at will. That makes her the best 1v1 character. So not like a true 1v1, but like a 1v1 in real games. Because she can leave whenever she wants. If she starts to lose, then she can leave. Like that makes her undefeatable. Like in theory, right? What was I gonna say? Yeah, just in general, I want to see you be. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So the goal with Tracer, not in dive. I guess in dive you want to be diving with your team. You could play it this way too, but in general with Tracer, the kind of goal is to be like behind the enemy and to force out these 1v1s, because that's your strength as Tracer, right? So you wanna be behind them, be tickling them, be annoying them. If you see someone low, you go in and like one clip them, finish them off or something, right? But in general, you want to be behind them and just bothering them and forcing them to pay attention to you and not pay attention to the rest of your team. That in itself is an advantage, right? But eventually they'll send someone. Like one person will come and like try to kill you, and you'll win that 1v1 because you're like the best 1v1 character in the game. Like that playing Tracer well kind of is dependent on your ability to win 1v1s. If they send more than one person, right, then you just kind of like stay there and like kind of drag them as much as possible. The rest of your team can capitalize on that, because that's a 5v4 for them, right? Because there's 2 on you and 4 for the rest of the team, and they should win that like almost all the time, because that's like getting an instant immediate pick. If you can hold those 2 for long enough, then your team can capitalize on the pressure. That's kind of how it works, right? 'Cause you want to create a win-win situation for yourself, right? If they send one person to deal with you, it's a win because you can win that. If they send 2 people to deal with you, it's a win because the rest of your team can win the fight, right? If they don't send anybody to deal with you, it's a win for you because there's no pressure on you. You can continue to do damage from the back line. Like, that's how you want to play. Oh, sorry. It's my phone. But yeah, but the entire game is just about creating win-win situations for yourself. Alright, I've already spent like way too much time talking. It's been like 3 minutes. Alright, okay. Yeah, you spend way too much time chasing this hog right now. So your target priority is definitely off. I would work on that a lot. That's actually like I think the number one thing. Your mechanical skill is like fine for this rank. It's probably like good for this rank actually. I don't know. I'll take more look at it. But I think your target priority is the biggest thing holding you down because it reflects this kind of like brawly attitude where you just want to shoot everything that's like in front of you, which is like very typical of like lower ranks. But people just shoot like whatever's in front of them. People just shoot whatever's in front of them, and if someone else starts shooting them, then they'll just change and start shooting whoever was shooting them. Like that's how this game works in terms of target prioritization at lower ranks. And that's not how you want to do. That's not what you want to do. If you want to rise in rank, you want to kill important people first. And Roadhog is not. You can't. First of all, you can't 1v1 Roadhog in the game anymore because I mean you can, but it's way more difficult than it used to be. So you don't want to take this fight, and it's a waste of time because it takes so long to kill Roadhog. It just takes so long. And he can get 2 hooks up in the time it takes for you to kill him. Yeah, you have pulse bomb, but like using it on Roadhog is not a good idea. He can breathe right through it as well. That was a bad rewind. You ran into the health kit, and then you rewinded. Let's see. Yeah, you see that? You got. Let's see if I can find the exact second. Yeah, you rewinded after you got 150. I don't know if you saw that. That was bad though. Try not to use rewind when you can use health kits. Like rewind is a super powerful ability, and it dictates when you can be aggressive. Because if you have rewind up, you can be aggressive. Just like Zarya, if you have Zarya bubble, self bubble up, you can be aggressive. If you don't have it up, if you have like if you don't have deflect up, for example, on Genji, you can't be aggressive. Every character kind of has one like sustain ability that like allows them to be aggressive, and if they don't have it, then they have to play passive for a bit, and you just use yours for no reason. So now you have to play a little safe for the next 8 seconds. That's like 8 seconds more that you could have been doing damage. Okay, once you saw the Ana nade, you should have been off the Tracer and on the Ana. Again, like target priority. Okay, please don't. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what I want you to be doing. This is good. You know there's a Widow. This is now your priority target because nobody else on your team can contest her. Okay, apparently your Pharah can. So that's hilarious, actually. Yeah. Okay. You should have blinked there. I'm a little surprised that you didn't. They were shooting at you. You kind of, it's really easy to hit someone who's falling down. Like once you start getting shot at, like blink. It's just, that should be when you're blinking. Don't blink to like get somewhere. Blink in reaction to people shooting at you, because it's super disorienting.
Yeah, we can.
There's a hog on the top left.
I'm just going for a better.
Again, I want to see you flanking. You're not flanking. You're playing like a soldier or a reaper or something.
Yeah.
The one flank you did on the Ana was super good, but you're not... Okay, you want to grab the health pack? Alright, no.
No. Nice.
Work.
Yeah.
Thanks for the res again, Mercy. You've done an amazing job here.
Soldier behind you.
Okay, so you can stick her shield. Nice. That was super lucky, but well played. So that's actually really good. I want to see what happened there. I'm surprised that you.
No. Nice.
Okay. Okay, oh, that's what happened. All right. So you just stuck that way too late. The I don't know the exact math, but the tracer bomb takes a little bit like a second or something to go off. The self shields is what, like 2 seconds or something. But you wanna stick it so it goes off right as the shield dies, which is, I mean, not easy, but it's definitely worth learning because you can always like, you can basically insta-stick Zarya's every time and not have to worry about the personal bubble. Another thing you can do is you can stick it on top of Zarya, and then even if it falls, it's more likely to kill her. But or stick on her as it falls. Yeah. Right now is when you should have stuck it. Yeah, you're a second too late. You killed soldier though. That was really worked out really well for you, because that soldier would have wiped your team. You guys don't have any shields. Okay, so this was actually bad tracker prioritization. There's three. It's a 3v2. Everyone's shooting Zarya right now. You should have just helped everyone kill the Zarya fast, because look at how close the Zarya is to dying. The Mercy she doesn't have Valk. It looks like she has to either res or just die. So she's gonna try to res, which makes it easy to kill her, or she's gonna run around and you guys can kill her. She also just got bubble, so you should have just shot Zarya and killed her. Yeah. So, I mean, that's fine. That was good. But also Discord orb was on Zarya. In general, you want everyone to focus whoever's discorded. Okay, you definitely need to work on your aim. You're engaging for two. You're not. Your aim. I know you said you weren't warmed up, so that, I mean, if you aren't warmed up or if your aim is not good or something, you don't want to engage from that close of a distance, because it's gonna force you to move your mouse, like your field of view, like very significantly to track. So engage from a little further away, and also like that puts you like in like one shot. It's much easier for soldier to helix rocket direct to you if you're like that close to him, and it's super easy for McCree to flash you if you're that close to him. You're gonna die right now. Okay, you should have died. Yeah, that you went for the health pack, but what were you gonna do after you got the health pack? Were you gonna 1v3 kill everybody? So 2 people coming out of spawn right now as well. There's no way you could have won. It's good that you died right here actually, but if you like stayed alive and like continued to fight here, that would have been really bad. Like that would have been like 5 more seconds off the clock, which doesn't seem like a lot when you're at 4 minutes, but it is a lot when you're at 10 seconds. So you want to conserve as much time as possible. The instant your team died, you should have just died. You should have just jumped off, or like, I don't know, let them kill you or something. Jumping off is the best because you don't feed that all charge. I mean, in general, I don't see you making any like huge mistakes. I just like I see you like making a bunch of like small mistakes, which is understandable. But you know, Overwatch is just about how many mistakes you make per game. And I see you not flanking. You're playing a flanking character. You're not really flanking. You're kind of just playing a little like brawly. But this is good. This is good. I want you to win this 1v1. Okay. That's fine. That was good. Good by you. Good pressure on the McCree. Kind of ensured that kill. But again, like, you kind of didn't... They didn't really need you for that. Okay. Oh, this is really good. You could kill the Mercy. Nice. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to pulse the door. I want you to pulse the door right now. Panic pulse bomb. Yeah, okay. If you pulse the door, they would have died because pulse bomb can kill them from even inside there. So McCree wouldn't have killed both of you guys with High Noon, and you guys would have taken the point right there probably. You all want to look at what they have right now. They just use High Noon. They probably have Grav because they haven't used it in a while. So you want to watch out for Grav Whole Hog if they really combo.
Mercy's 1 HP.
I'm ready to roll.
Okay, you heard that, right? That means they have turrets on the left side. As Tracer, your job is to clear up the turrets.
Nice, Mercy's gone.
Oh, nice try. Nice try. That would have been a really good flank. I want you to try it again. I want you to practice that actually. She didn't know you're there. You could have hid behind this corner thing and let her look around. There's no need to be that scared of her. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And you know what you did wrong there. I'm not gonna say anything. See, this is good though. I want you to be like behind the enemy team, killing teleporter. Okay, what's his teleporter? That was perfect. That was really good by you. Your far backed you up there, but that was very good. I'm pretty sure you would have killed it even if Tharos didn't help you. That's good. You can do it. You can do it. Nice. Okay. Major mistake here. You got super panicked. Widow honestly did not even know you're here. You could have just slowly you could have slowly turned and aimed at her head first and then just one clipped her. Right now you're gonna require 2 clips and she might win on you because she has a mercy and she realizes you're here. She's gonna start dodging you. You right now the mistake you made was you got too excited. You started shooting before you actually aimed. Look, you start shooting here. Nice, you kill her anyway. Okay, mercy wasn't on her. That was very good, lucky. Okay, you're playing way insanely close to this McCree. I don't know if you checked his flashbang. I didn't see his flashbang go off. He could still have flash, and if he sees you, you're dead. You're playing way too close to him. And trying to throw out random pulses, like you can practice like insta blinking to someone, like pressing Q and then, or I think it's mouse 4 on your for you, but pressing Alt and then blinking into someone and then recalling or blinking back to insta 6 someone. That's a skill that you definitely need to learn if you want to be a tracer. Okay, so you actually. No, it's fine, it's fine, that's fine. Totally fine. Okay. I see kind of wavering between these 2 targets. That's fine. Putting pressure on the mercy is fine. Generally though, it's worth going for whoever's discorded. Like, even if it's maybe not be the best target. Okay. Honestly, this TP isn't really doing that much. I would have just killed this match at first, honestly. Okay. Yeah, this is just a brawl. So like right now, just shooting people in general is fine. Yeah, you play too close to people. That's why you die a lot of the time. You like get in their face and try to one clip them. Don't do that to characters that like have a projectile, but. I mean, you didn't see the Zarya, but it's fine. Okay. Let me explain something really quick to you about like time and payload and like maps. The way you kind of want to think about maps and like time is like in terms of the number of pushes you have left, right? So pushes on average take around 40 seconds. If they're like, take around the 45 seconds ish to like complete, and like 20 seconds. You need at least 20 seconds to try a push, right? So like if you have like a minute, then that's like like a push try and a push, or like 3 push tries. But essentially is you want to look at how much time you have left, right? So this is, you have like 1 push left here. This is your last push. Maybe you can maybe get another one in if you like contest because you have Tracer, but if you die late, then this is your last push. So you want to group up. You don't want to trickle in for your last push, right? Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Sorry. If the reason why you want to look at time in terms of the number of pushes you have left, right? Like 30 seconds per push or something. You can push twice in a minute. Is that like keeping that in mind prevents you from trickling and turning one fight into like a super long contested thing where you're like expending a lot of resources but not actually moving the card. If you want to move the card in offense, you have to like win a fight, and then you have to like move it during the time it takes for them to respawn and set up again. That's how this works, right? You don't just like shoot people on point. It's not really the point of the game. So right now your Pharah got kills. I don't know. Right now it's even, so it's even. Therefore, your Pharah died. There's 2 dead on point. Your Junkrat's gonna come back before they do, but they have spawn advantage, so it is a little even. You could contest. You could go for the fight right now, right? You could also wait for a full 6, and you guys should have grab. I hope. I didn't see you use grab before, but that's kind of the idea, is to fight in like 30-minute sessions of the. It's 30-minute sessions of the time, 30-minute slices, like team fight by team fight, instead of just kind of like spawning and then running in towards the objective and then shooting someone and then dying, like, and then repeating again. That's kind of like not really a productive way to play. Yeah. Yeah, see this guy's telling you guys to group up, and you shouldn't be fighting this because you're gonna die. So this is exactly, you may have thrown this actually. If you lose this, you may be the reason. Yeah.
He's dead.
Touch point, touch point, touch point, touch point, touch point. Oh my god, you C9. Oh, that's unfortunate. You actually could have won that if your team had touch point. Man. But you definitely should not have died. Yeah, with Tracer, you want to be. This is the kind of the key, is like flankers kind of thrive in chaos, right? Flankers are hard to hit. They require a lot of focus to kill, right? And so they thrive in chaos, in situations where it's hard to focus, right? In like overtime, in like King of the Hill maps, right, where people are just like all in the same area and just trying to shoot people, and you kind of just switch targets once in a while. It's hard to stay on the same target. That's when Tracer and Genji are very, very strong, right? Tracer and Genji are super weak when you when you run into a team that's set up, and it doesn't matter how good of a Tracer, like you can't win a 1v6. Like you can't win a pure 1v6. Like you should have engaged when your team engaged instead of just running into the point by yourself. Like right now you're playing way too much like a solo person. Like you're playing way too solo. You're playing 1v6 every time. You're not really playing with your team, and when you do, it's almost an accident. I think that's actually your major weakness for sure. You want to kind of play with your team, call focuses. I want to hear you on comms more. I don't think I have heard you much on comms, but yeah. Tracer defense is really, really difficult. Because it requires, like, in order to be an effective defense Tracer, you have to get a pick pretty much every push, like at least one. Like that, I think I would argue that one is even not enough sometimes. But yeah, you kind of have to get a pick every time on the key target. It's not a key target, but you have to get at least a pick by yourself. You can't just like kind of be with your team and start spraying at whoever your team is spraying. You have to like play behind them. You have to prevent them from being able to focus on your front line. You have to apply a lot of pressure to them and relieve a lot of pressure for your team. That's when Tracer can be effective on defense. If you just play the way you're playing right now, it's not really going to be effective. Like, you're not going to be doing a lot. Right now, like, all you've been doing is focusing down the people that your team has been shooting. And most of what you could have done, what you have done so far this game, could have been done better with a soldier. This is good. Getting a forward position. You can drop down and get like a 1 clip or something, ideally. Perfect. That was so good. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Go in there, kill people. That Mercy probably would have gotten away. That was very good. That was good. Good 1 clip. Okay. Yeah, that McCree was gonna die anyway. I would have gone for this Genji first. I wouldn't even have shot him, but it's fine. I mean, definitely not gonna criticize you for getting a good kill. Kill him. Okay. Now you're in too far. Yeah, there you go. Your team... So once you guys won that fight and they started retreating, your team should have gone back up and held the high ground again. So they have the choice to drop again if they get an early pick like they did before. But you guys are going to decide to play down here, and you guys are going to get wrecked. That was a super late rewind. You didn't get anything out of that. Now you have to play cautious for 12 seconds behind enemy lines without full HP, and you start engaging. This is not ideal. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, okay. So one thing is, I'm telling you the ideal way to play, which really there isn't one. So if they let you get away with something at this at whatever rank you're at, you want to abuse it for sure. But try not to like habitualize it into your play. Okay, you could have 1-clicked her on the way down. I would have actually jumped off with her and just 1-clicked her on the way down. That's fine. This is good. You're being sneaky. She still hasn't seen you. Oh my god. Okay. You want to grab the health pack? You don't want to take this fight. Rewind. There you go. Their Genji has ult soon. He might ult to win this fight. This is good. I want to see you contest the payload a little. Oh my god! You really should have hit that stick. That's fine. Perfect, perfect. Okay, one thing that you did really well there that you didn't do before is if Symmetra's on you, just stay still or mirror her movements, right? You want to make it as easy for you to hit her as possible, and you don't care at all about how easy it is for her to hit you because she's a lock-on character. So just like if she moves to your right, move to your right, and then like you don't actually have to move across here. But that was good. You just stood still, didn't make it hard for you to shoot her, and then you like killed her. That was very well played. This is good. Someone's on the payload, you're contesting it. You're getting value out of your sneakiness. Yeah, this is very good. Okay, now your Genji sees you. You can kill him. Okay, yeah, so you know he's gonna blink, he's gonna go backwards. What I would have done there is, once you see he's deflecting, I would have double blinked. You have 3 blinks right now. I would have double blinked, start your 1 cooldown, double blinked behind him, and then just shot him from behind melee, and you could have killed him. You're not able to kill him now.
Let's shield.
Okay, this is really, really bad again. This mega is up by now. You could have just blinked here, and now you have to play safe for 12 seconds. Try not to waste your cooldown. You also get the mega anyway. So you basically did that recall for nothing. That's good. You don't kite the Winston. Once the Winston starts tickling you, you want to instantly fight back. Unless you can kill him, unless he's killable. But you're not going to kill that Winston, he's being pocketed, so.
Behind.
Yeah, they're just going to ult to finish this, yeah. So what I should have said there, I guess, is you want to tell your team to focus Genji so he can't get his ult off. This is good. This is a good contest. You're forcing them to waste a lot of time and to invest a lot into getting you off the payload. So okay, once you heard that you guys tranked, you want to go aggressive. This Genji's gonna die. Okay, Genji was killable first, you might die to this. You should have finished off Genji, he was one tap. I don't know why you switched targets there. So you heard the tele, you're looking for it. Okay, interesting. You're wasting your time here. You're really wasting your time. Actually, if anything, you made the teleporter useful because they got you off point for like 10 seconds. Again, really unnecessary. You could have blinked into that room and grabbed the mega. Try not to use recall unless you're like actually in danger. Perfect, perfect, perfect! Oh, you could finish off the mission before the Mercy gets to him. You can't do it, you can't do it. Get out, get out, get out. There you go. No, right now you want to contest points so your team has time to get back and perhaps they'll win the point. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, that was lucky. Okay, so I'm gonna criticize that as if that insane Junkrat bomb didn't just randomly hit him. Right now, you could kill one person and die, or you could contest the point and let your team group up. Right? They haven't even seen you, right? So I would have waited until they like saw you and started to engage you before I would have started shooting. I would have just crouch walked up into the point and just stood there, honestly. Like. Okay. I guess that's what you're trying to do the McCree guard. Oh no, wait, no, that's before. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, they weren't even looking at you. You could have just walked up here and just held the point for so long. You would have died normally to that. Why you don't want to be this close? Yeah, if you didn't recall before. You could have grabbed that mega, then you wouldn't have died there, or you wouldn't have you would have had recall there. That's fine. That's a really good push, a really good hold.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this one pretty quickly. Let's see. Okay, here's something again about like win conditions is relative to the enemy team. You want to look at what they have, and you want to see what your role is in response to what they have, right? If they have if they have a Zenyatta, for example, right? If you guys have a Grav and they have a Zenyatta, like a Grav Blade or something, and they have a Zenyatta, and you know that they have Trance up, then your win condition is to kill Zen. Sorry. I guess in general, your win condition is to get the Grav and Blade off successfully, right? In order to do that, you need to kill Zen. Or you need to force him to trank early. Pretty much. So like that's the win condition. And then you want to identify your like role in that win condition. So your role is to pressure Zen to either kill him or force him to trank early. And that's just an example, but in general, like you kind of want to be thinking in that way, right? Like, oh, they have Mercy with Valkyrie, right? Can I kill her or force her to pop her early so we can engage after the Valkyrie or after she's dead? A lot of the time, like that's why healers are high priority targets, is because they have defensive ults that can prevent a team wipe ult from like wiping a team, or they can like bring people back from the dead, which I think is honestly doesn't belong in an FPS game, but anyway, that's a different topic. But yeah, that's kind of the point, is you want to identify your win condition based on like your team and the enemy team, and then identify your role in that. Another thing is you want to identify who on the enemy team is preventing you from doing your role. So like McCree, people think McCree's a Tracer Connor. She's really not. He's really not. He's just a good 1v1 character, but Hanzo's a Tracer Connor. Playing against a good Hanzo's a nightmare. Anyway, Yeah, so I mean, if McCree is kind of like on you though, because he like sees himself as like the counter to you, then you want to like kind of help, to ask your team to help you, like, or if you can 1v1 him, that's fine too. But you want to kill the Mercy first, and then you're free to do your job, and then the rest of the team fight can happen. So it kind of builds like on like, well, we need this to happen to win the fight, we need this to happen to make A happen, and we need B, like C to happen to make B happen, and like D to happen to make C happen, right? And so it kind of like goes online. So I need to kill McCree so I can like be free and put pressure on their Zen without dying, and we need to put pressure on their Zen to force Trank, or to kill him so that we can grab, and we need grab so we can put everyone together to blade and kill everybody at once so that we can win the fight and then push the payload and take the point. Like that's kind of how it works, right? So you want to identify your role in that whole like chain of events and then just do it. So like don't run into autopilot where you're just like kind of running around and shooting at red people. Like that's like the worst thing you can do, basically. Is all I'm saying. So a lot of time people do well and they win because they do this kind of thing on accident, right? Like if you kill the McCree here just because you were like shooting at him because he was shooting at you, then like, yeah, you weren't like planning to, but like you do end up with an advantage because the McCree isn't there to peel for his backline, and you have free raid on his backline. If you happen to like decide to like focus their backline, then you have an advantage, and you probably will kill the backline, and then your team will have the advantage to win the fight, right? So like just because like of the, like that's why people think this game is so full of RNG, is because they don't understand like what like the interactions between like the different characters and like how like killing one person or putting pressure on one person or like forcing someone off high ground change the role of the fight because it prevents them to like be able to use an ultimate, or gives high ground space for like your Pharah or something. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh wow. I assume you were asking for healing for that. That's just unlucky, but try to be safe. Don't like if you're low, break line of sight. So you're okay right now. You're even. You could win this. You'll come back faster as well. Their Lucy got rezzed. You guys will lose this fight if you continue to fight because you don't have a Mercy. Good. You saw the Mercy beam and went for the Mercy. That's very, very good. Perfect, perfect. Oh my god. Thank you. That was super, super nice. Okay, so you actually just single-handedly won this fight for your team. If your team can follow up here, they don't have any support, so your team can put out enough damage and you're... Okay, right about now Mercy spawned, so you want to go back and spawn camp her, prevent her from coming back to the point. Okay, or you took the fight, but they might retake it if they're fast enough because their Mercy just came back. So you have a pulse bomb here? You want a pulse bomb inside here? Yes, 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 yes. Please, please, please. There you go. Perfect. Exactly what you want to do. Perfect play. This is you're having a much greater impact on this game, and I think it's because it's King of the Hill, right? So mechanically, you're definitely like competent at least. So okay, I don't want to be. I'd say you're pretty good for your rank. You're doing pretty well here. At least in this like short clip that I've seen you play. And that's why you're like good on King of the Hill. Obviously, Tracer as a character is good on King of the Hill, but King of the Hill requires much less strategy, like much less macro game sense, because like at the most it's tracking ultimates and comboing ultimates, right? There's no like really an objective. You just kill everybody and then take the point, right? So I feel like one thing that you definitely need to work on is kind of like figuring out like on non-King of the Hill maps, like if they like on like when you're on offense or defense, what your specific role to the team is there, and kind of like doing that role. Here though, your focus on the healers and then your pulse on there. That was very good. Like this is a completely wasted nano by your Ana. You're really not a great nano target. And you want to back out. That's good. You don't have any like. You don't really have any bad habits. In terms of your microplay, I want to see you hit some one clips, but all right, let's get through that. Ooh, that's really lucky. Let's see what happened there. Okay, you basically just kind of walked straight with 3 blinks up, and then you blinked backwards. So yes, he's right here, and like you could one clip him, and yeah, you did do a lot of damage to him, but he could have just as easily killed you. This is not an advantageous situation for you. This is a 50-50 situation for you. What you want to do is you see him and he's looking at you and shooting at you. You want to blink somewhere here, probably not into him because he has flashbang. You could double blink behind him, or you could blink to the left, but you want to blink right now because he's on you, and blinking gives you like a second, which is an absolute eternity in terms of tracer play. It gives you a second for him that takes him. It gives you the second that it takes him to reposition his crosshair to look at you. It gives you that free second to shoot him, right? And then once he turns to look at you, you blink again behind. You blink over here or something, right? And then he like can't hit you. That's how it works. The reason why you almost died here, you could have died, is because you were standing still while he was shooting you instead of blinking. With 3 blinks up too. Like if you're gonna stand still, at least AD, don't blink jump. You just walked and then jumped. It's very easy. You normally you would have died. You went greedy for the kill. You saw he was low. You went greedy and then you got flashbanged. If your Genji wasn't there, you would have died. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a lost team fight. Probably. Who knows, actually. Yeah, nice. Your Genji's killing it. This is good. So even if you lose this, you just want to stay on point as long as possible. If you get it to 99 and die, it's honestly perfectly fine. But you don't want to use ults during your contest. Okay, you can one clip him. Perfect. That was fine. You had beat up, so getting stun was okay. But oh man, that's super lucky. Okay, so Mercy basically flashbangs herself for you. Like you don't need to sticky this. You really don't. Just like literally stand still, aim at her head, and then like press your mouse button. You don't need to do anything for this. Yeah, you went like way too. You were like a little bit panicked there. Good thing that you got him. You got her anyway. Okay, and you should have recalled. But that's a win for you, I guess. But you would have gotten 99 anyway. So this is what's gonna happen. If you survived, that would have been a worth use of a pulse bomb. But you died, so therefore your team's gonna have to regroup for a full push, right? They're probably not gonna be able to hold this. They might. Who knows? But okay, so what normally would happen though is like statistically overall, like what's more likely to happen is that actually no, it's fine. It's fine that you die. Your team might take it, but okay, never mind. I'm sorry. You don't want to be using ults though, right? Because you have an insane advantage here, and you want to be using ults when everyone's together to maximize your chance of winning the team fight. So that's why like using your ult there would have been worth it if you were going to win the team fight. But if you're not going to win the team fight, expending ults in this time is bad for you because they're charging ults, and you guys are using ults, and you want to have ults to win the 99-0 or the 99 contest when you come back. So you can just Blade again. He's basically just carrying, and that's insane. Okay, I think that's enough. I mean, yeah, you definitely need to work on your aim, but that's like standard for everybody. because your aim can always get better. But what I would definitely focus on is just seeing like how much better you're doing on King of the Hill is. I would say like why you're doing better on King of the Hill and why you're doing worse on like what was the other one? Was it Escort? Yeah, it's Escort. Why you're not doing as well here is because you're playing Tracer as you would on King of the Hill, and that makes you good on King of the Hill, but not good on not King of the Hill, right? Because you're just kind of like death matching. You need to like definitely focus on target priority, and by target priority, it's not like there's not a set list. People are like, yeah, healers first and then tanks and then DPS, or if you're like this here, that's really how it works. You want to look at your team comp and their team comp, and then look at who on their team has ults that can like hinder you or like kill the rest of your team, and you want to kill like, so for example, if they have a team wipe ult as Tracer, you can like pulse bomb one key element of a team wipe ult, right? So if they have like Shatter Barrage or something, right? You can just pulse bomb the Rhine, like just walk into him, like literally walk into him. That's your cool trick. So like if you're playing like Shield Wars, right, and the enemy Ryan has his shield up and then everyone's behind him. Your Ryan has his shield up and everyone's behind him, and you're just like shooting the shield. You can walk up to the Ryan, like into his, like in the gap between his body and his shield. Their team can't see you, but you can just unload a clip into Ryan, stick him, and then like blink back out. And you can kill him if their Mercy's not like on him already. Yeah, but then it opens your team. Opens up their team for a free shatter by your Ryan, and then you can like win the fight off that. That's a good use of pulse bomb. Like just for example, like there's a lot of things you can do, but you want to think about like what you're doing instead of just kind of playing on autopilot. I don't know. I would definitely do aim practice though. I would go into like a custom game with bots, and maybe like put in like 6 hard bots like on a Lucio and Zen. Put your health up really high. Put their healing done and healing taken down, and then just like shoot them. I don't know. What else is there? Oh yeah, ability usage. So, yeah, you definitely. So with Tracer, you're a very aggressive character. You want to apply as much pressure as possible. This cooldown is like the on-off button for applying pressure. So if you have recall up, you can apply pressure because you like literally won't die. Like very rarely will you die to like a 1v1 with recall up, right? So having this cooldown means that you can apply pressure, right? So it means you can do your job. So you want to be like very careful with this cooldown. Don't blow it when you're like right next to health pack. Don't blow it when you're like a blink away from health pack or a blink away from cover and healer, right? You want to use this when you're like by yourself in their backline, doing a 1v1, or you want to use this when you're like contesting the point and you do it to like get a blink back and to stay on the point for like an extra couple seconds, right? That's when you want to use this. When you're like taken down to like 1 HP by like a Junkrat mine or something, and then you're like about to die, that's when you don't want to use it. You don't want to take it when you don't want to use your like most important cooldown when you have like when you take in a little spam, you're like a blink away from health pack, or like Mercy's already on you or something. Definitely important. Try not to use your blink to get places, right? I mean, obviously you want to be using your blinks, but you want to get the general theme is you want to get maximum efficiency out of your abilities, right? Use your blinks for more than one thing, right? Use your blinks to move somewhere, but also disorient people, right? Use your recall to get health, but also to like sustain yourself during the fight and to allow yourself to be more aggressive and put more pressure on. I don't know. I want to see you AD spam, crouch spam versus McCree's more. I mean, I feel like at this rank they're not even going for headshots, but like it's still a good habit to have. For like hit scan 1v1s, you want to AD spam. Only for hit scan 1v1s. I don't know. That's really all I can think of right now. You're definitely a decent player. Like the mistakes you're making are really not that difficult to fix. It just kind of requires like I feel like you're kind of in this rank because you're just like you're kind of just autopiloting. Like I can see like if you worked on your aim, and you started playing towards like objective, like you could definitely be like I've seen plat players worse than you, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.